welcome back. Let's see what wants to come out today. Messages, please, regarding your specific person. Okay, overall energy of today's reading, which I'm going to go further into. If I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. It's a little bit, it's not a definite there. So I'm going to see what that is about. Why does your person feel that things would have been handled differently? I'm going to have a look first, now I've got that card out, at what they are telling other people. It's always a great indication, and then what they're actually feeling, deep down in here. So give these a quick shuffle. I hope you're all okay and really well wherever you are. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title. It's all in the description box, and also the free relationship report. Righty-ho. Let's see what they're projecting out as opposed to what's really going on. Head over heart kind of thing I'm looking at. Okay. Right. Okay, what they're projecting out is what they're basically, I feel that they are saying, okay, based on this overall energy. So they feel that if they could go back in time, they would handle the situation differently. What they are projecting outwards, or what they were possibly when you separated, was that there was too many arguments, too many people involved, and too much sort of chaos, really. Okay, but what I feel they're feeling inside, deep down with this card, is they would like to work on it. Okay, this is really quite clear to me today. Sometimes, as you know, it's not. I tend to go around the houses a little bit sometimes, but I can see this quite clearly today. They are thinking that there's too much, like I say, too much chaos, too many arguments, too much conflict. You could have been competing for their attention, or they could feel that they were competing for yours, okay? But it's just an element of too many cooks spoiling the broth. But what they would really like to do, okay, deep down, is work on it. They wish that they'd got their head down, literally, and worked harder on your relationship. I think your person's stubborn. I think they have a habit of, what is it? Same day sort of thing. They have a habit of repeating things, either repeating mistakes or just not listening to you. They definitely have an air of superiority at times. They think they know best. They think they are more well placed to sort of tell you what to do, that they're kind of a little bit higher up in the pecking order. That's sort of the energy that I'm getting, regarding this connection today. But they really, really wish they put the work in. Okay, they wish they hadn't given up. It's almost like you were so close to the finishing line with something. They thought they knew what they were doing. All right, like I say, they did have a little bit of arrogance, bit of, I know best, I know the way to sort this out, etc., etc. But if they could go back in time, they would work harder. Okay, and I also just heard that they wouldn't have been so quick to throw it all away. They regret throwing it away, but throwing this to me is a relationship that really could have gone the extra mile. Okay, so take what resonates today, but I feel it is, and they just regret not putting the work in. I think they regret also, I think somebody isolated someone here from something, okay? I'm not sure what. It's a general energy of some form of isolation, okay? They definitely regret not putting you first. They did listen to too many other people, which is always the case, It's a shame. Some relationships could really do so well. And this is why I think the energy just comes out time and time again, because if other people didn't get involved. The Five of Wands, it's all about other people. You don't even really have to know tarot. Just look at the image. Everyone's just having a good old say-so. Somebody has to win at all costs. It's not like the Five of Swords. It's not as malicious as the Five of Swords. but it still makes for a challenging environment to live in. Okay, let me see what else they would like to say to you. Let me just see what else we can get. What else, please? Jealousy. Now, whether this is right or not, don't shoot the messenger, but your person was jealous of your connection with somebody else. Okay, now this could be going back to the isolation. You could have been feeling lonely or isolated. Maybe you made some new friends. Okay, and they didn't like this, because the card that's just come out is I left when I saw you with someone. I haven't seen that card for yonks. Yonks means ages in the UK. But I was getting a few minutes ago that you could have been isolated. If this is your reading today, please just take what resonates. If you've made a new friend group, or you started to do something for yourself, say you started to volunteer, or you just started going out on your own because you were lonely and you wanted to make new friends, or you want, we've only got one life in the, present incarnation. They were jealous. They didn't like the competition. They did not like the competition, okay? That's a biggie here. You'll know today if this is your reading. They felt they were competing for your attention. Now, they probably weren't. But if you've got somebody who is a little bit jealous, and they're jealous because they're very insecure with themselves, and you suddenly, quite rightly so, if you did this, started to go and make new friends, or get involved in clubs, societies, sport, whatever it was, or even at your workplace, they didn't like it. They didn't like it. And what they are saying is this was a big issue for them, okay, which is great that it's come out, because deep in their heart they wish that they'd handled it, they wish they'd worked on it. Okay, if I could go back in time, I would handle us differently. Yeah, they're jealous. They were jealous of you. Okay, I feel strongly today this is for somebody, as I say, it could be for 2 people, 3 people, maybe 4 today, who got to a stage in a relationship where they just wanted to do more things on their own. Not for 1 minute that you weren't happy in the relationship, but you wanted to spread your own wings a bit. I mean, we are here, I believe, and no one ever has to sort of believe, what I say, because I think you should always believe what resonates with you. But for me, I feel and believe that we are here to experience ourselves. So by going out and doing different things, that's what life is. It's an experience. They were jealous as hell here. Jealous as hell, extremely stubborn. Do you know, and I feel they really focused on this. I think they made you feel quite bad about doing things for yourself. And I think they just kept hammering on about it, I think they just kept hammering on about it. That was really today what their problem was. What else have we got? Gosh. Oops. Wow, they're lively. Hold on a sec. Oops. Actually, went all over the floor. There's one down there, actually. They couldn't let you get close to them. It's also so they started to push you away. They were frightened. And I don't think it's got anything to do with you. And I often say this because half the time it hasn't. That all of us, including myself, there's things that happen in childhood or during our school years or something that goes into our subconscious. And the job of the ego is to protect us. So without us knowing, it's kind of there. Because you were starting to have a life or do something, whatever that was, you could have just got a new job. They became very jealous and emotionally avoidant. Okay, and instead of discussing this with you properly, they just kept hammering on. They had to keep making their point about you mixing with other people or doing something you wanted to do. They had, at the time, a lot of internal confusion. Okay, they don't like competition. They couldn't handle it, obviously. But then they became very, very avoidant. Why? Let me just narrow that avoidance down a bit, please, Spirit. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I couldn't let you close to me, 5 of Cups. Right. They've either had something, 4 of Cups, bottom of the deck, they pushed you away. Didn't matter what you said or what you did. I can hear somebody explaining something to someone, saying, look, you know, there's nothing happening. I just want to do this. Is what I feel called to do. There's this whole raft of energy, and they're not listening. They're pushing you away. You know, that tarot card really is the equivalent of I couldn't let you get close to me. Okay, but emotionally they were pushing you away. Silent treatment. They stopped looking. Instead of looking at everything you gave them, they were focusing on the one thing that they weren't happy with. And like I say, they just hammered on and on and on. 5 of Cups. There's something in their past, okay, that causes them to behave like this. It causes them to isolate. It causes them to pull back. And it causes them to look at all the negatives instead of the positives. Your person became very self-absorbed about themselves. Okay, I don't feel there's anything you could have done here. It's like all of us eventually, me included, we have to just, you know, I just give myself good talking to, and you know, get yourself out of this energy. Okay, you triggered something. I'm not sure in the past if maybe if this wasn't your person's first relationship, but there was something they were going back to, something that had happened that caused them a great deal of pain and disappointment. And I feel because you were doing something you wanted to do, you know, I left when I saw you with someone. Now, this doesn't mean romantic partner. I mean, it could be. You know your story, but if you didn't have another romantic partner in this relationship, then it's just somebody that you were associating with that triggered their jealousy. And the way they dealt with this was they pushed you away, they gave you the silent treatment, and they didn't let you in. Okay. Yeah. They went off and started again somewhere else. They didn't think about this. Very childish energy. But yeah, in this, you know, they were upset, they were disappointed. And instead of thinking this through, they just, you know, the fool. They just went off and started somewhere else. They had a new beginning. But they hadn't thought it through, okay? They just took a chance on something else. But now they'd like to go back in time. You know, now they wish they hadn't taken that leap off the cliff. Okay, because I don't think they really had a very good plan. It was almost I'm going to say this, all right, it was almost, I wouldn't say I don't think they intentionally meant to spite you. I just feel they were quite a jealous person, okay? And they did sit in their victim mode a bit, all right? Whoa, let's see what is going on in their environment now, please. I'll get those out. What's going on in their environment now, please? Okay. Right, in their environment, we have got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so it's not good. It's not stable. It's all tipped on its head, basically. You know, with the Ten of Pentacles, they've either got financial loss, they have got financial disaster, possibly. They've got some loss of some sort. If it's with regard to a family situation, Well, they could have been pushed out of a family situation, or there's something with the siblings not sharing the money, if bankruptcy. It's just not stable. Okay, it's just not stable. So their environment with that card isn't stable. That is why they are wishing now that they had handled whatever was going on with this jealousy, and I just see you having a life of your own. You could have even just joined a little club or volunteering, but whatever was going down here, they really wish they hadn't been so jealous, and just thrown literally all their toys out of the pram here, okay? Because where they are now, like I say, it's not working out. If they've gone into back to family, there's a whole load of family quarrels and rifts coming out of the woodwork there. Okay, they could even possibly be feeling trapped in some sort of situation, unable to leave, like they've got this weight around their neck now. I just saw a big like a weight, and they can't get out through the door. I can hear. Okay, so they're not in a good place. They're not in a good place. But for you, it's a really difficult energy, this, because you everyone has a life to lead, I believe, and everyone has a right to be in a relationship interdependent. So yeah, you are there for each other, but I feel that you also should be able to be yourself as well. I think you started to find yourself. There was something, a spark in you. Maybe you hadn't been like this before. Maybe it came as a shock to them, but they could not. But they wish they'd done it differently now. They really wish they'd done it differently. Yeah, bottom of the deck. They regret making a break for it. Okay. They regret escaping. Let's just clarify that one in the environment, please. Oops, God, these cards are everywhere today. Okay, there's manipulativeness. So yeah, there could be some financial manipulation in their environment. Okay, there's definitely a lack of emotional control going on in their environment. But I think this massively for me today is, at some point you are going to learn about this. Okay, you are going to learn about their problems. This doesn't mean that they're going to tell you, but it does mean whether you hear via someone else, you know how it goes. Things always get out in the end. You are going to hear. You are going to hear. Some secrets are going to come out. If you suspected there were any family secrets or secrets regarding family money, I heard, that's coming out of the woodwork at some point in the future. Okay, I'm going to see now what else they'd like to say, and if they're actually going to, if they're going to come forward. They're going to come forward. I wish this had never happened. Regret. It's whether you want to go back to that, though, especially if there's this whole, if you've been involved in that and then you were rebuilding your life and there's this whole lot of family hoo-ha going on. Secrets. I haven't told you everything. Yeah, but I can see with the High Priestess in reverse, it's coming out. It's coming out. The secrets are coming out. So yeah, that is true. That you are going to find out. The secrets are going to be exposed. But I feel you knew anyway. I feel you knew anyway. You know, they just... Oh dear. Let's see what else we've got today. Strength. Yeah. They drained you. They drained you. You sacrificed with the Strength card here. You sacrificed a lot for them. Okay, you were the strong one. You were the brave one. You could have you could have been in a long-term relationship where their career came first and you sacrificed something, okay? But this is definitely for those of you who started to walk your own path, okay? And your person just went into a meltdown, basically. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, you gave so much. This person in the end caused you trauma. Okay, I think as far as you're concerned with the Ten of Swords, it's reached its conclusion. Okay, there was a lot of drama, a lot of arguing. It was, I think, it exhausted you. I'm going to say this, fussing over them, trying to keep them happy. Okay, it caused you sleepless nights, I think. It gave you anxiety. I think in the end for you, which anybody would do, and you know, when you're living in this and all you want to do is either go out with friends or do something in your own life, and you've got somebody who is just continually, you know, as we say in the UK, pecking at your head about trying to be yourself, it caused you a lot of anxiety, okay? With the Ten of Swords in your energy, it left you, Ten of Swords, most of you will know what that is. It just leaves you, you know, flat on the ground. It is the card of conclusions. It is the card of the only way is up, which I think you've been doing, which is what I think you've been doing. I think for you, if this is your reading today, you've reached your own conclusions about this, okay? You don't ever want to go back into that energy again. Let me just get some advice for you. I'm going to go to an outcome. I want to see what they might do, okay? Advice for you, please. Love yourself. Just love yourself. You know, you're rediscovering yourself. It's almost like love your inner child. I know that's quite a saying that's bandied around, but it's just love yourself. You're rediscovering who you are. You know, when you're kind of a teenager and everything's so exciting, especially in love, and you haven't been tarnished, hopefully, and everything's just so innocent and you've got all these plans and everything's just so gorgeous. That's your advice. Go back to that, you know, and just put your loyalty where it is deserved. Don't be so quick to hand out your love. Okay, love yourself first. Just be loyal to yourself. You know, I'm almost just hearing, probably is a bit deep, but just rediscover who you are. Rediscover who you are. Yeah. Let go of the burdens. Let go of, you are so kind. You're so kind and so generous of spirit, and you've carried this person's burdens or whatever went on here for so long. You were always the one I can hear to put your hand up, say, yeah, I'll help you, or I'll do this. Always the one that just kept doing it, you know, and it fractured your energy. And I really honestly gonna say it again, you got to a point where you just wanted something for yourself here, which you deserve. You wanted something for yourself. You know, you wanted one of those wands for yourself, and they didn't like it. Okay, they didn't like it. Let us see what they are going, if anything, what they're going to do, if they're going to do anything. Actually, I'm not going to use that deck. I'm going to use this deck. What are they going to do, please? What are they going to do, if anything? So one more. Oh, that wanted to come out. I think they're still in a very sort of, I don't see them, I honestly, I don't see this person coming forward at the moment. Yeah, they wish they could handle it differently. They haven't told you everything. They have got some secrets they're carrying, okay, in their life at the moment. They are hanging on to grim life, to something that is now a complete disaster, or it's going to be a disaster. I feel it's got something to do with that Ten of Pentacles reversed, either a business going bump, a bankruptcy, or a loss of money, loss of investment, or a family debacle regarding money. Okay, they are in their future, they have got some legal issues that are going to cause them a great deal of burdens. Okay, with this Four of Wands here, because I'm reading this energy, I'm channeling, I see that has got something to do with a home setting. It's definitely something to do with that, okay? But at the moment, they are finding their situation a burden, okay? They're not happy, but because of some legal ramifications, justice is here, something to do with karma, something legal, they are going to stay within the confines of where they are because it's more comfortable. Okay. They've got too much on their plate at the moment, which I know you are going to hear about. That's what's going to come out. But they're going to stay where they are because I feel if they make a move, it's going to trigger something of a legal nature. All right. Before I go, I'm just going to see on this secrets what, to say I've got Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What else wants to come out on the secrets, please? Anything else we can get through, wrap this up? Definitely family. Saw the Hierophant then. They're listening to other people. It's got to do with other people's beliefs. They're following someone's tradition. Tower. You're going to learn that they are not happy. That's one thing you're going to learn. But also that they have got to make a decision regarding some unexpected changes. Okay. At the moment, though, they are still in this energy of 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in because they don't want to trigger something of a legal nature. Okay, but the Tower's at the bottom of the deck. The Tower's at the bottom of the deck. Secrets. Alright, two things with regard to the secrets. Obviously there's the whole finance thing, but I feel that you are going to find out that they are going to move, or that a property they're in, they're going to have to leave. Okay, you'll know your story. So it's specific. Same, might not be for all of you, but they're going to have to leave a property or they're going to be moving. That's what I feel they haven't told you, but it's going to come out. Okay, now like I say, it could be that they tell you themselves, but I just feel that you'll hear from somebody else. Okay, but they're going to leave where they are now due to the property. It's quite specific, it's due to a property. So I hope that's helped someone today. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for all your comments, your likes, your subscribes. I read all my comments. I'm sending you loads of love, and you know, just be loyal to yourself and only give loyalty to people who really deserve it. Okay, because you have come out of a Ten of Swords, which is a horrible energy. It's that energy where you really do just hit rock bottom and you think, heck, you know, I've got nowhere else to go now. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. So take good care. Okay, they wish they could come back in time, but they've got to get out their comfort zone. All right, and I feel they have got this whole thing going on over there, which you're going to find out about, but they're going to have to move. They've got to move somewhere. So I'll leave that with you. Speak to you soon. Bye.